Hey guys, hope you all have been well. Welcome back to my channel. We're trying this lens one more time. I still need to cover my windows because the lighting goes in and out, but that's not why we're here. All right, here's the deal. I have a wish list going and I don't know how to explain this. I kind of want to buy stuff. However, I know myself and I can be very impulsive sometimes, and I really should think about the purchases before I spend money. So I've done this a couple of times. I tell you what's on my wish list and I ask you guys, hey, what are your thoughts on these products? So reach out to a girl and let her know, like, is it worth it? Is it not? I was even on a couple websites this morning and adding more stuff into like my cart / wish list. So on Nordstrom, item number 1 is going to be a quint from Dior. I have been putting this off for quite some time, but now I'm getting the itch. I kind of feel this itch for more like high-end to luxury makeup. I think that's always been where my interest lies in terms of makeup consumption, but I'm feeling like I'm leaning more into like the luxury stuff. Yay me. And the one that I'm looking to purchase is in soft cashmere, number 669. I do have 2 other ones on my wish list, but this is the one, like, after I've watched a few videos, this feels like it makes the most sense to me. I just hope I'm not disappointed should I ever purchase this, because I do have a certain type of formulation that I like. And if this doesn't match the energy, I'm going to be very upset because this is $62. I don't think I've seen Dior eyeshadows on sale, at least these quints, so I don't know if I'll ever be able to get a discount on it. I really have to hear you guys' feedback. I think as some of you have mentioned, you own some quints, so let a girl know. Moving on to Chanel blushes, I'm kind of sad because I used to have Jersey. That was my number one pick for Chanel blushes, and it's not available. I don't even see it as an option on Nordstrom. Might need to pop over onto Macy's and see if they have it, because I really want that to be my first blush. However, for now, I have the shade number 55 in Love, and this is sort of like a tangerine peachy color. Duh, it's me. And then the other one would be number 2 in Rose Bronze. This was going to be my second purchase after Jersey. Looking at the photos, this looks like a soft, like rosy neutral color, so it's going to go great for every day. I love the shade In Love, but I know what I use regularly, and Rose Bronze seems to be more of a fitting shade for me. But either way, it's $45 for a blush. I kind of want to start off with one, and I'm hoping that it will be Jersey. I gotta find it. Next up, we have a newer product. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation. I chose the shade 7C. I still need to feel this out. I need to watch a few more reviews. People are saying that it dries their skin out, but those happen to be people that I watch who have drier skin, so I'm thinking like this might be a really good option for me. It claims to be medium coverage, 16-hour wear, which sounds perfect for me and the kind of foundations that I like, but I'm not sure. I did get the ABH Luminous Foundation on sale. They had the shade that I was looking for. I'm going to be getting rid of my ColourPop one, so I kind of like replaced it, but I'm really not sure about the shade color. Still kind of early to tell. I'm watching reviews, trying to really pinpoint which one I should get. So I want to narrow it down a bit more and maybe get some use of the ABH foundation first before I think about my next foundation purchase. But this is on my mind. Alright, Charlotte Tilbury's Cheek to Chic blush. I don't know why I'm not biting the bullet on this one. I've purchased Tom Ford blushes before, so I don't know what's taking me so long to get it. I have a hard time picking what shade I want to start off with. I think I'm gonna go with Ecstasy, but I would really love for you guys to let me know. If you're here for the first time, my shade reference is an NC 35 to 37 from MAC, and so I want something that's like just enough color. I'm not trying to look for anything overboard. Very wearable, very everyday. That's what I want. and it seems like Ecstasy might be the shade, but I also I don't know, I've never swatched any of these blushes, so I'm pretty sure a lot of you out there might have some sort of idea of what these blushes are like, or if they're even worth the investment. I would really like to try one at least, but I'm not sure. I feel like Ecstasy is the shade. What do you guys think? I think I also had was it Sex Appeal, something like that, or the Pillow Talk Intense, the second Pillow Talk blush. So I'm kind of feeling it out. I don't want anything too pigmented. I want just enough color. I don't know if I'm making sense. So now I'm gonna go on to Beautylish. A lot of eyeshadow here. So let's start off with Natasha Denona. I would like to get the Glam palette. I was supposed to get the Glam palette before the Retro one. I think I've spoken about it too in other videos where I say I want to get the Glam palette. It's hesitation because it's neutral cool, and I know how I am, and cool shades are not the first one that I go to, but I kind of like having the option. And it's a beautiful palette. I really like the looks that I've seen people come up with, but I don't know. I think it was easier to pull the trigger with the Retro one because it was pinks and purples, and I love pinks and purples, where I'm not entirely sold on the cool tones of the Glam palette. I'm still wanting it. There's still that itch there. Next up, we have Natasha Denona's Retro palette. This is a mini. I'm pretty sure that should I pick this up, this will probably be the last mini that I purchase. But this doesn't look like the actual Retro palette. I just thought of that. This one here has some greens, some very softer colors, and the Retro, in the midi palette at least, it's like rich pinks and purples. I have heard a lot of great things about the formulation of the Retro palette, and I want to say thank you to those of you guys who have mentioned to me that yes, you kind of have to pick the right palette when it comes to Natasha Denona. So I've been doing my research, and I hear that the Retro is really good, and I like the color story, so I do have this on my wish list. Now Viseart, the Petites Fours palette. So these are their quads. I want to get the two holiday palettes that I didn't end up getting. In my previous haul, I talked about it, but I'm still I'm itching for these two. So I want the green palette, and I don't know how to say this, Peridot. I almost want to say period. But that's the green palette. It's beautiful. Out of the two, that's the one I want the most. And for me to want a green palette, that says a lot. And then I also want the Lapis one, which happens to be the blue quad, but it really only is 2 out of the 4 shades that are blue. But it's beautiful, and I really like it. I've seen looks using them, and I'm still itching to own them. So Charlotte Tilbury. I've never purchased a quad because they're quite expensive for 4 shades, but I'm looking at her luxury palettes of pops, and this one here is in Pillow Talk. I can't recall if this is the one that people are saying you should skip out on, so I'm reaching out to you guys. I think there was a quad, was it the year before? People keep talking about it, Flames or something like that. I forget what was it called. And I've heard about these palettes of pops and pretty good things about it. It seems like it's more of a sparkly, very in your face, strong metallic. So I'm interested in it, but I don't know if this is the one that people said it wasn't that great. So let a girl know, because I don't want to spend $53 just to be disappointed. This one I'm going to have to jump on their website for, but Rowan, I believe they do these quads that I've seen quite a few people use, and I'm yes. But I'm thinking of getting the 75 Degrees Warm eyeshadow palette. Now I'm still a little confused. Is this a cream to powder? It looks like it is, and I've seen people press into the pans, and they look like they make an indent, which suggests to me that it is a creamier formulation, but I really want to try one of these. There aren't that many options, so I was looking at the different quads available, and the 75 Degrees Warm seems to be the one that's pulling at my heartstrings. It's so beautiful. Okay, that's it for now. I know that it doesn't seem like, when you count them up, they don't seem like a lot. And makeup is so tricky. You can have like 3 items, but depending on where the price range lays, it can rack up some coins, you know? Again, if you have any experiences with these products, I would love your feedback. I mean it. I would love to hear what you guys have to say and help a girl out make some smart choices on how to spend her money. If you guys like this makeup look, you guys know the drill. Check me out on Instagram. It'll be the first link in the description box down below. That is where I post all of my makeup looks along with all the products in the caption. I've also been making a recent habit of listing all of the products down below along with a link. Just know that they are magic links, which happen to be affiliated, where I make a small commission out of any purchases that you guys make. Thank you again for being here, and until the next video, I hope you all are doing well, taking great care of yourselves. I will see you all next time. Bye guys.